Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Taji, and today I'll be discussing with you how to prepare for your Plab 1. We'll be discussing 5 points, 5 major points, and I'll try to keep this video short and precise on the point. So let's begin. So, here are the 5 points that we'll be discussing. The first point is the structure of Plab exam. The second would be resources, what resources to use for your preparation. The third will be which resource is best for you, at what point would you change your resources, and what resources would you be using as you progress. The fourth point would be your planning and schedule. This is one of the most important points. And the last one would be revision. So let's go to point number 1. Point 1. Structure of Plab. Plab is a 3 hours exam and it has 180 questions. So we have 1 question in 1 minute. This is challenging because the exam itself is not that tough as compared to other medical examinations, but the time is a big challenge. A lot of students, a lot of candidates fail due to the shortage of time. The good thing about Plab marking is that there is no negative marking. It means that even if you are making a mistake, they wouldn't deduct your marks for that. But definitely if you're gonna do something wrong, you're 1 point down. So this was the structure of Plab, and let's move on to resources. Point number 2. Point number 2 is resources, and we have vast amount of resources online which are providing a lot of MCQs and notes and revision notes and all those things, but I'll be discussing the resources which I personally went through and found which ones are better and which one were just waste of time for me. So resources, let's talk about number 1, Plabable. So this is like the mother of all. Plabable is on the point. It's very friendly, user friendly as well. They have the mobile app, and it's a bit expensive. Actually, it's not a bit expensive. It's just £30 for 3 months. And if you want to, it's maybe £25. You can just go and check it on their site. And if you want their gems, Plabable gems, then you have to pay £10 extra for that. So the second one is Mat Revision. After Plabable, the most authenticated one is Mat Revision. And Mat Revision has a vast amount of knowledge. It has a lot of notes in it. It goes in further detail as compared to Plabable, and the things that you would never read in Plabable, you'll be going through them in Mat Revision. Then there is Past Medicine for Plab 1. There is Samson's notes and Plabverse, Dr. Khalid's, Swami, and Plab 1 keys. All these other resources are not as good as Mat Revision and Plabable. And obviously, if you are gonna be starting from point 0, then I would suggest you to go with Plab 1 keys before you go on Mat Revision or Plabable. So yeah, these are all the resources, and let's move on to point number 3. Okay, point number 3 is, as I told you, there are a lot of resources, and which one should you select? This is the most important thing. It all depends on you. How much knowledge do you have of Plab? How much have you already prepared? Look, sincerely, you will have to buy Plabable, okay? No matter what. Plabable is the most important one. But with Plabable, would you want to go with Mat Revision, or would you want to go with Plab 1 keys? What I would suggest in my personal experience, choose 3. Plabable, Mat Revision, and Plab 1 keys. Leave the rest. I know Dr. Khalid is really famous with his 1600 MCQs, but they're outdated and they're not on guidelines. And when I try to solve his MCQs, they are just not as good as the other resources. Point number 4, planning. So if you're gonna be giving your Plab 1 soon, this is the most important thing, your planning and your scheduling. If you don't plan right, you might fail, okay? And I'm not being harsh here, I'm just being honest with you. So the planning, which I believe is divided into 3 parts. So one can be in 3 months, 5 months, or 8 months. So it depends, like when is your exam, or when are you gonna be giving your exam. If it's within 3 months, it has different planning and scheduling. If it's in 5 months, obviously different resources, and we use more than one resource. And if it's 8 months, then you can relax and you can take things easily, but just don't relax too much that you don't study every day. Even if you are in 3 months, what I would suggest you to do is buy Plab 1 keys. Okay, one more thing, please stop using offline resources. I know they are for free, but the way GMC and GMC is making changes in everyday guidelines and everything, these resources which are offline are not updated. So I would suggest you to go for online resources. Spend some money. You're already giving an expensive exam, so spending some few £100 or at least £100 wouldn't make a big dent. Go with Plab 1 keys, buy them. Even if you have 3 months, you're going to be dividing it, and I will not go into much details on how to plan your 3 months or 5 months or 8 months journey, because it's gonna be another video. I mean, if you guys like and share and subscribe, then yeah, it would give me more encouragement to make further videos on more detailed planning and scheduling. The second thing you want to do is choose between Mad Revision and Plabable. If you're going for 3 months scheduling, I would suggest you to go with Plabable, because Mad Revision is a bit tough and it might take more than 3 months for you. But if you're already aware of how Mad Revision is and how Plabable is, if you're used to it, then yeah, definitely you can go for it if you want some challenge. Now, point number 5, revision. Okay. So I have skipped a lot of things in planning and scheduling, and obviously if you guys like and share as much as you can, it would be help for other candidates and other doctors who are preparing this as well, and it would be helpful for me as well, and encouragement for me to make more videos in more detailed way. Revision it all depends on your revision notes, on your personal notes, okay? Your MCQs, your marked week MCQs, your week topics, and then what you do is you do mocks, and mocks. You just go with mocks, okay? I would suggest personally, once you have finished Plab 1 keys and you have moved on to Plabable, don't go back on Plab 1 keys on revising the whole 2,700 or 3,000 pages of it. Just make your notes while doing your Plab 1 keys, make your notes while you're doing your Plabable or Mad Revision MCQs, and once you have finished them, go through your own notes and go through the wrong MCQs that you did. The whole thing is about understanding the basic idea of each MCQ. Don't try to memorize the MCQs. Yes, they are clinchers, obviously that helps, and definitely I would discuss them in later videos. And yeah, the last thing is doing mocks. So we have big mocks and we have simple mocks. In Plabable we have like 16 or 17 mocks, and in Mad Revision we have like same like 14 or 15 mocks. So go through mocks, try to finish them before time, and yeah, go through the wrong mistakes that you do. So let's wrap this video up. First thing, structure of Plab 1. Second thing is use an authentic resource, online resource, which can be Plabable or Mad Revision or other ones which you think is better, because I think that Plabable and Mad Revision is the best out of all of them. The third thing is which resource to use, which we have already talked about. Fourth was planning and scheduling, And again, if you give me a thumbs up and if you share it as much as you can, I would definitely make more videos on detailed videos on planning and how to schedule your studies according to your own timings. And the last thing is the revision, which is the second most important thing. Okay, so yes, this was me, Dr. Taji, and I hope that this video somehow helps you out. And if you have any questions, you can leave your messages on my Facebook page, or on my Facebook inbox actually, or on my Instagram, or you can just leave down in the comments. Okay, so take care. Allah Hafiz.
Hope things gonna be fine. Just hope things